Let's write a book. Let's do it now. Let's impact the life so others can get their life right. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Write your story, then self-publish it. Last but not least, share it across the Americas. Let's go, let's get it. One person can affect many. My question is, why not let that person be you? Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam.
Hey guys, what is going on?
Let's do it now. Let's impact the life so others can get their life right. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Write your story, then self-publish it. Last but not least, share it across the Americas. Let's go, let's get it. One person can affect many. My question is, why not let that person be you? Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam.
So it loops, and I guess I gotta do to stop the loop each time. So gotta do it again, and I couldn't stop it because it'll stop in the middle of the song. So all it's gonna be edited. So
let's write a book. Let's do it now. Let's impact the life so others can get their life right. Bam, bam, books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Write your story, then self-publish it. Last but not least, share it across the Americas. Let's go, let's get it. One person can affect many. My question is, why not let that person be you? Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, bam, bam. Books and money, books and money. Bam, 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 bam. Books and money, let's get it. Bam, bam, bam.
Hey guys, welcome to Books and Money Podcast with Charlotte. Bam, bam, bam. Don't y'all like that? Doesn't that sound great? Books and money. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, I'm super excited, you guys. As always, you guys know how it be, right? So we got a special guest coming on. But first, y'all, it's been a month, right? A month since we've been doing this podcast, and I'm just super, super excited to have this platform for authors. So if you're an author or you know an author who would like to be on this podcast, please send them my way. The contact information is below, or they can just go to my website here. Let's see where it's at. And they can be able to be on the podcast, right? And so also, if you know someone who wants to be on the B.A.M platform for a book signing, let them get at me. What is the book signing all about? Yes, you don't have to do anything. And when I say anything, yeah, you come and you bring your books, but it's all inclusive. We get your location to the food, the banners, all that good stuff that you need for a book signing. We do it for you. We take the guesswork out of it where you don't have to think about the marketing, none of that, right? And we will actually help you get more visibility to your book, get it off the shelf so that you can what? Make money, right? You created the book for a purpose, and you created the book so that your message can get out, so it can transform lives, and so it can impact. And so that's what I'm all about, impact, and I'm super excited for that, right? So with that being said, we have a special guest, and I'm excited to have this guest on because he's my first male guest on the Books and Money Podcast. Let's go. So I'm going to bring to the stage, you guys, Mr. J. Mosley. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Charlotte, the Victory Queen?
Yes, as you heard, right? You are the first. You are the first to come on the platform, and I'm super excited that you are here. And so tell the people about, we know you're an author. So tell us about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Before I get started, first I'll start with my name, guys. I am Jay Mosley. First, I want to give the host her flowers while she's still breathing and can still smell them. So, Charlotte, I want to say thank you so much for stepping out on faith and creating this podcast, creating this safe space for authors to come on and, share their ideas and share, why they decided to even write a book. Sometimes we don't know where to go to get things marketed or get our name out there, and you're just one of those people to decide you're going to be a resource for authors to go ahead and get their book out there, and which allowing people to tap into your network and tap into your audience, tap into your platform. So I want to say thank you first for doing that. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah, also welcome. Thank
Okay.
you.
So guys, I'm Jay Mosley. I'm not, I guess, the creator of You Good Bro. You Good Bro is just a something I decided to make that helps overwhelmed men better take care of themselves so they can take care of the ones around them. And through that movement, I decided to create two books now, working on my third as well. Hopefully by the end of the month that will be published. But I created a 21-day journal that can help men with their self-care. And I also created a 30-day affirmation book because life and death is the power of the tongue. So every day you need to be speaking life over yourself. So I decided to add something to that to give men like a head start where they can basically start on this 30-day journey. They're speaking these affirmations, speaking life into themselves. So that's about me in a nutshell. I am an author, speaker, single father. So yeah, that's me.
Yay. You know what? I can't do this platform without, you know, people like you. You have a message, you decided to, hey, let me create something. Let me I see a problem that I can solve, right? And you decided to put it in a book form so it can help someone else. So I mean, kudos to you for doing it, because when we write, people don't know. We don't know who's going to read it. We don't know who's going to pick it up. We don't even know if it's a good idea. So I want to come and ask you now about the name itself. How did you come up with the name You Good Bro?
Um, I was, I'll take it back. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a little journey. I'm gonna take you back in 2018. I had a very, very bad accident. I was healing. I was during the healing process or whatnot. But when I did get hurt, I had some broken ribs, broken collarbone, had a concussion, punctured lungs. And during that time, I was in a really, really dark place because, as men, we are used to being uh, had a household, taking care of things, up and moving, people depending on me, you know what I'm saying? So during that time, I was just sitting around, not being able to do too much and, depending on people to do things for me. And I got in a very dark place because I felt like my worth wasn't about nothing at the time. And during that time, like nobody really checked on me. Like, closest friends didn't really know what's going on with me. I didn't reach out to a lot of people either, if I'm being totally honest and transparent. But during that time, I was just like, I really was in a dark place, and it would have been cool if somebody would have just been like, hey, Jay, you good? Good, bro? You know? And so through that, during that time, if I was feeling like that, I went to therapy shortly after that, got my mind back right, got back right, got my body back right. I was in a good mental space. But also during that time, I was like, man, if I was feeling like that, how many other men are feeling like that? How many other men are getting up, going to work every day, paying the bills, getting up and taking care of loved ones and going to work and doing their everyday duties, and nobody's ever asking me, are you good, bro? You straight? You good? And actually mean it, not just shooting the breeze, just like how you doing, but actually want to know, are you good? So that's where the name came from. I just want to know, you good, bro?
Yeah, that's deep. Oh my God, that's deep. And that is, sometimes that's when we, in those places of darkness, we find out who's really like there, or
Yeah.
who's really on our side of, just communicating with us. It just let us know, like, okay, nobody called, or, this, oh, they called and checked on me, or they being consistent, it matters.
Mhm.
It definitely matters. So, I know we're gonna get to the book. I'm still with this name and
Okay.
all the things that you you're doing with it, but I know you also have a platform where you meet with men, like a men forum, and you got you just been doing a lot. I just see the work that you're doing and following you. So how has the impact been for this Do you see it as a need? Is it a real need? Some people don't want to talk about mental health. They say my mental is fine, meaning they think they associate it with here in Dallas or Texas Metro Care, like crazy,
Yeah.
type thing. Can you share with us how you have been able to navigate and share your message about mental health, and is it a need?
It absolutely is a need. So, often when people say when you want to start a business, you have to solve a problem.
Mhm.
And there's definitely a problem out with men as far as their mental health. And I'm not talking about, their mental health as far as if they're crazy or not, but just understanding like the things that you go through on an everyday basis, the things that you encounter, whether it be through your marriage, whether it be at work, whether it be through your physical health, whether it be if you lost a loved one, if you're grieving, whether it be if you lost a job and dealing with things financially, all these things that we deal with, on a day to day basis and obstacles and adversities that we may face, you need to really take time to check in with yourself because if you have um, just insurance, medical insurance. If you get hurt, you know what I'm saying, you got that need taken care of. If you need something to take care of you once you're gone, you have life insurance. You have that particular need going, or taken care of if that's what you choose to do. Um, then you have if you want to get right in the gym, you can go work out. So there are certain things that we take care of as far as physically. We can take things care of things financially. We can take care of things for our car. We
Mhm.
can take things care of for our body. But what are we doing for our mind?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, so as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're going through all these particular things in life and you're not really taking time out for you, so you can be better for the ones around you, then you're just really defeating the purpose. And we do get overwhelmed. You do get stressed out. You do get pissed off. So, but who is really just taking the time to say, "Yo, bro, are you good? I see you." That's where you good, bro, came from. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was when we came out of the pandemic in 2020, we had all these particular women empowerment events. We had the
Mhm.
women's brunches. Anything any female out here, if you need any type of encouragement, any type of motivation, any type of you girl, I got you, hold my hand, it was at every just could go on the internet. It was available.
Everywhere.
It was available to you. You couldn't miss it. And I was like, man, I'm like, I see these women doing. I'm like, when are the men? Like, when are these prominent leaders going to do something? When is these faith-based leaders, these huge faith-based leaders, when are they gonna do something for the men? When are these community leaders, when are they gonna do something for the men? So I was doing all this complaining. And it was crazy because God spoke to me. He was like, what are you
Mm. Bam.
doing? So I decided to be a solution versus being a complainer. I decided that I wanted to help some men because, like I said, I was in a very dark place. So I know if I was feeling like that, I know that other people feel like that. So since pain produces purpose, from my pain, I decided, to purposely get on this train of you good, bro, and start, a movement where I can help men with their self care and some of their mental health as well.
Man, this is really, really good. Pain produces purpose. And that is so true. Another quick question. Do you think you would even be in this position if you didn't go through that pain? Or you would have just been focused on your life and taking care of your kids, working a job and doing your things that you're doing, but this
Absolutely.
produced a whole business for you.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest with you, no. If I never would went through that adversity, if I never went through that dark time, and like you said, all good things work out for the good of those that love the Lord. All things, good things, bad things. So
Mhm.
understanding that you can't have a testimony without a test, and understanding that my life is not about me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it all boils down to. Who am I serving?
Mhm.
Service to many leads to greatness. So I'm not here just being a servant and just being somebody that can be a resource or a vessel to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. If I never went through that, you good bro would have never been birthed. I wouldn't have been thinking about, but it wasn't it wasn't about me. It wasn't about what I would wanted to do or, it was all in his timing. So yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's good. That's good. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the mindset too, because a lot of people can get stuck in complaining mode for years. But what you did, you picked yourself up, did the necessary work, and you like, hey, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use every drop of this. And that's the difference between losers and winners, right?
Yeah.
Eric Thomas, he says something about losers lose, but winners win. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Losers lose and winners win. So you definitely are a winner because nobody who would have thought that you went through what you went through, and that you are a single father, and that you're still working, and you still taking care of other people. You know what I mean? You do. Nobody would have known. So you good, bro. So let's talk about the book. And you have the You Good Bro affirmation 30 days affirmation book that's been impacting lives, and you've been like on the grind, selling. And here's another myth that people don't know, that hey, you can start anywhere. You don't have to know everything, right? Because I
Right.
remember when, right?
Yeah.
And now you say I'm gonna do what I am good at. You know, I am good at getting these men together. We can do some things. Versus the basketball game or whatever. We can do this together. Come together, and we're gonna talk about it. And you have made that a safe place. Now, how do this You Good Bro 30-day affirmation book plays a part in all that you're doing?
It plays a huge part because, like I said, life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Mhm.
So if we can go to the basketball game and yell and be crunk for the Mavs or be crunk for the Cowboys, and we can basically talk to our friends, about what goes on at work or what goes on in our lives and things of that nature. If we can talk about all these other topics, we need to be talking about what we need to do or what can we say to ourselves to keep ourselves going on a day-to-day basis.
Mhm.
Understanding who we are, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that the power we possess, understanding what gifts we do hold, and not only understanding that, but reaffirming who we are, reaffirming the gifts that we have, reaffirming that whatever I'm going through at this time is just basically a moment. Life is all about moments. So, in going through these moments every day, you need to be saying something that reaffirms who you are, regardless of what type of day you have it, regardless of a mistake you made. It was just a mistake. But yeah, you know what? I'm still the head and not the tail. I'm
Mhm.
still a king. I'm still powerful. I'm still going to make six figures this year. I'm still going to make seven figures this year. I still am going to be an amazing dad.
Mhm.
I'm still going to be an amazing pillar in my community, regardless of what's going on. Saying these things to ourselves,
Mhm.
even when you don't believe them,
Mhm.
but just keep doing it. That repetition, and you're just like, you know what? It's going to stick sooner or later.
Mhm.
So
You know, I had to change the thought process of lack. Anything that's lacking, that can be in your peace, your finances, your love life, your health, but I shall not want. So I use scripture, and I affirm that there's no lack. I should not want. So I have everything. So let me change my mind of how I'm looking at it, if that's the case, right? So I definitely believe I'm a huge component or component. That wasn't right. I'm a huge believer of speaking over your life and the affirmation. I'm not a man, of course, so that's why I wanted to know, like, how is that playing a part with the men that you are interacting with? Are they thankful? Are they grateful for this product as a solution to their life? Um,
absolutely,
yeah.
and
So.
it's understanding that thoughts are things.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, like you can grab. I'm pretty sure you got a book behind you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That book that you have behind you, I think you're the author of that book.
Yes.
But the it factor.
Yes.
But before that it factor became, a best selling book, or before the it factor became published, self published, before the it factor got typed on any type of Word document, before it got published on KDP or whatever resource you decide to use to publish that book, it was a thought.
Mhm.
You spoke it into existence. You thought about it. Understanding that your thoughts are things as a man thinketh, so is he. So if as a man thinks,
Mm-hmm.
or what he basically, so what are you saying to yourself? What do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? So, like you said, you had to transform your mind. So the 30-day affirmation doing this, that's what we're doing. We're transforming your mind so you can start talking about the positives, even when you don't see it. Like you have to embrace speaking affirmations of yourself because sometimes it's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're not used to, especially as people of color, we're not used to speaking affirmation of ourselves. A lot of us came from particular backgrounds where that wasn't, that wasn't pushed on us.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain stigmas that that were put on us, But now we're getting into that space to where it's necessary, especially going to the next level, because winners win. And as you say,
Winners win.
all we do is win, 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 no matter what. Hey,
No matter what.
yeah,
Speaking of that, what you just said, I want to say something. You gave me a book in 2010, and I honestly don't think I would be in the space I'm in right now. If I wasn't reading books, we out of school 2010. I was probably like 25. I wasn't a reader.
mhm,
I was not a reader. I was 25 years old. And, I was probably reading the Bible and stuff like that, but I wasn't like, oh, let me get this book and read it. No,
mhm.
trying to pay these bills, take care of these kids. I don't got time to read. That was where I came from.
Yeah,
But that book changed my life by Lisa Nichols.
yeah,
Uh, called No Matter What by Lisa Nichols. That's what it was called.
no matter
And
what.
so I still that's my a foundation that I built because her story helped me see my life totally different. It opened my eyes. So that's important too of who we are surrounded with. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You talked about um the unseen, bringing the unseen to the scene. When we think about stuff, right? Well, what are you thinking? Because we won't be able to see it on the outside. So what if she would never wrote that book? So we all have this purpose in life. But you gave me that book, and I wasn't reading. That was the first book I read since high school.
yeah,
And I know somebody had told me, spoke some negative, like they was like, don't read that book. I'm like, why not? Oh, don't share that with nobody. Don't share with no one that you don't read books. So why? That's truth. That was my truth, that I wasn't a reader. What's wrong with sharing? Because there's another person that maybe listen to you. You're not a reader, but a book can change your life. You think you're the only one going through what you're going through, and you're not. So, with that being said, the 21 day You Good Bro mental health journal, right? That you also have, you guys, and y'all can go to jmosley.com and get that as well. Doop doop, little plug there. And that leads you to going deep in the dark spots that you may not want to go in, because you got to change you and renew your mind. So you created a 21-day You Good Bro mental health journey. What was the idea behind that concept?
okay. Before I answer that question, I want to go back to what you said in that book that I gave you, No Matter What. When I gave you that book, because I had already read it, and I was a huge fan of Lisa Nichols, and her story was similar to yours. And I knew that if I were able to give you this resource and you actually read it, that I knew what the words on that paper would do for your life. And obviously, like you said, it did have some impact in your life because fast forward, you said 2010, I went 2025. You done wrote several books.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on several stages. You done empowered so many women.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding that, like you said, the people that you have in your life, you guys, you got to surround yourself with the right people that want to see you win, because winners win. So
Winners win.
you got to surround yourself around winners. You got to surround yourself around people that are not only going to speak life to you, not only going to pour into you, but are cheering for you, that are uplifting you, that are encouraging you, that are praying for you. You have to have those type of people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a must.
It's a must.
So I just want to say that when I gave you that book, that was the reason why I gave that to you.
And it again, someone that knew me and gave me something that I need. Didn't even know I needed it. And
Mhm.
so yeah, it was definitely life changing. And that's why the Books and Money platform exists, because books changes lives. And so that's what I'm here to. It's not about me. Yes, Books and Money podcast with Charlotte. I'm just a vessel for other people to come on. I think you mentioned that at the beginning. That's
Yeah.
it's not me, because I will be in the back somewhere.
Mhm.
But hey, if I can be a conduit to someone else's success and getting them more, their books more out there to make more impact and more money in their pocket, I do that. I get
Absolutely.
out here and do it, and make it happen,
Yeah.
Ain't no shyness over, uh, it's just over. You remember I was shy
Yeah.
and wouldn't even I couldn't even get up in front of the mic, anything. So
Now she can't put the mic down. That's what I'm talking
put
about.
the
That's good.
mic down.
Right, right, right.
And I'm so thankful for the journey. So what would you say to someone that's out there, that's on a journey, that's in something, and they ain't no hope for me? I heard them, but what, it ain't nothing for me. What would you advise them, for a man that's watching? What would you share with him?
Um, for a man that's saying things that there isn't any hope for me. First, I would ask you like to step out of the environment that you're in, because obviously the environment that you're in and the words that you're speaking over yourself is keeping you in that same predicament. So I would advise you to get outside your comfort zone. Get outside your comfort zone. Go to a conference. Go to a workshop. Read a book. Go where they're not seeing the things that you say. Go where they're doing things differently. Go where the winners are.
Mhm.
And I would say to you that there is hope. There absolutely is hope. I'm a living testimony that is hope. So, and I
Man,
want to know like what got you to this point, because and and also I would just want to let them know too that they're not alone. You're not alone in thinking that. I mean, there's a lot of other people who think there isn't any hope, but as you say, like we're people here to tell you that there is, and we're living testimonies. We can give you our testimony to let you know
mhm.
that there is. Can tell you where we are, because I'm pretty sure our stories are somewhat similar. If any faster, like if you want to talk about going through divorce, I could talk to you about that. You want to talk about losing a job, I could talk to you about that. You want to talk about losing a six-figure salary, I could talk to you about that. You want to talk about losing a home, losing a car, I could talk to you. I could relate to you about that. I could also talk to you about how to get that back. So you know what I'm saying. So it's it's hope. It's hope. It's just getting outside your comfort zone, getting outside of the environment, changing that thinking. As we said it earlier, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So it's just a mindset thing, bro. Reset, reset. It's a recharge. That's what the 21-day journal does, man. It gives you a different habit, so you can start pinpointing those particular areas in your life. Okay, why is this not working? Why am I not winning?
Mhm.
Taking you on a journey, you know what I'm saying, to where you can start winning. So you can start changing up some things, changing up those habits. Say it takes 21 days to create a habit. So on this 21-day journey, that's all we're doing is creating a new habit for you to go from losing to winning, because winners win.
Period.
I love that. Winners win. Losers
Winners
win.
win.
Winners win. I love that.
They don't know how, they just do.
They're just
Period. you
yeah.
know, and period. That's it. And so, fellas, I hope y'all hear this. I hope y'all hear it to where it makes you take action now, and you don't have to be in anything by yourself. I have three sons, and I would definitely, want to make sure they are mentally sound, right? And so, I suggest, if ladies, if you're watching, make sure you guys get a copy for your sons, your uncles, your husbands, your boyfriend, and your side men,
Yeah.
uh, and so so they can actually be good, so you good, bro? Ask them, you good, bro? And say it with love, out of love. That's what I hear when you hear, you good, bro? But I hear love because you like, hey, I'm coming to you man to man and trying to see if you good.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's next for you? What you got on the radar?
What's next for me? Actually, I have a third book coming out. So that's crazy. I have a third book coming out. But it's called The Bro Code Rewritten. So I'm super excited about that. It's just stressing, basically the myths and the things we learn, as far as the bro code. So in that book, it's just going to be 7 chapters where we're going to rewrite the bro code and then make sure that you're good for yourself so you can be better for the ones around you. I have the Men's Matter 2 conference coming up on April 26th in Duncanville, Texas. Had that coming up. Also, um, believe in June, I'll be doing another You Good Bro Summit as well for men. So that's what I have coming down the pipe. And also, if for all the listeners on here, I want to give away a free gift. So if you do go to my website at www.jmosley.com, that's JAYMOSELY.com, you'll be able to get a free 7-day self care checklist. So I want to do that for all your listeners.
Awesome. Y'all make sure y'all go connect now. Connect now. Connect now. That's awesome. Thank you, Jay, for being a servant leader. You're doing the thing you saw a need and you stepped up to the plate. It may not know how, but you did it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all it takes is to put one foot in front of the other to make things happen. And so I appreciate you so much, so much. You guys go to jmosley.com, go to his Instagram. You can share what other ways they can contact you.
Yeah, those are two right now. J at jmosa.com. And like I said, J Speaks Legacy at Instagram. Those are two ways you can follow me. Hit me up.
Awesome. This has been great. I really appreciate you for coming on. And for those of you who are listening out there, hey, are you good, bro?
You good, bro?
Are you good? Are you good? Like for real, it's okay. Now what's next. So thank you, thank you. Hey guys, make sure y'all tune in and share this. Make sure y'all share it because that's how you are giving back, right? You're giving back because you don't know who in your network or your audience that may can benefit from the information that's being shared. Again, nobody says it out loud. They say keep it to themselves because they don't want nobody to know like what's really going on, or I don't got it all together. I'm a mess right now. But I want to be good. I'm just not. So you don't know who that may be for. So with that being said, make sure y'all go check out jmosley.com and on his Instagram, JSpeak Legacy. And go get the books 21 Days, You Good Bro Mental Health Journey in the You Good Bro 30-day affirmation book. Until next time, you guys, I appreciate you and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.